Okay, I just thought I might start doing a couple of these little video reviews a week. I'll start off with a couple. If they look bad, I might go down to two. If people really hate me blathering on, then we'll get rid of them. No bother. But anyway, thought we'd start this week off. It's about 5 o'clock, miserable, cold outside, cloudy and grey. So I thought this one will go quite well. It's called Alpha. Probably you can't see that on there. I don't know how to do that. And it's from Rosa Salas, which is an inspired by version of Dioram Intense. Now, Dioram Intense was the one I was never overly crazy about because it's just a bit too heavy for me. It's not that I didn't like it, it was just a bit too much. And obviously I love Dioram and Dioram Parfum, which strangely is heavy. Isn't heavy in quite the same way. It's not quite as sweet and as much. Anyway, I'm blathering on. So, not quite a first impression, but a first proper wearing of this. So I'll go through it over the hours and come back and that. So let's go for right. Let's give it a minute or two. Straight away, you get the pear and definitely that Dioram DNA blasting in your face. Oh, it's quite strong. Don't think I need to stick my nose in, but I will anyway. Yes, yeah, it's straight away you get a little bit of that waxy kind of lipsticky iris. Oh, there's a nice fresh lavender there, and I get quite a juicy fruit coming to it. So I'll come back in the next 5 minutes. I'll make myself a cup of tea and then we'll have a look how it's settled down. So yes, okay, I'm back. It's been about 5, probably 10 minutes actually. Get distracted quite easily. So, I mean, I don't really need to get close to it. It's been following me round as I walk around my house, doing the odd little thing. But now it's started to settle. You get like I love the lavender's probably the most noticeable note at the moment. Quite fresh. It's not old spicy lavender. It's quite a sweet. I know lavender's a herb, but probably if lavender was a flower, it would be quite florally fresh lavender, and you get a little bit of an anise feel as well. I think not too strong, but it's like it's a bit there again, adding to the freshness. Oh, God, that's lovely, and I get still the juicy fruitiness. It's not massive, the fruitiness, obviously, it isn't in the other Diors, but it's there to give it a bit of a lift. And yeah, that iris is already there, and there's already a slight chocolatey powder in it. So I wouldn't say it's big, but yeah, so far it's damn nice. I'll come back at sensible points and see how it's changed, if it has changed, of course. So, oh, that's so nice. Right, see you in a bit. Now then, okay, gone on a bit later than I had originally planned, but coming back to lovely Alpha. Now has it changed? Yes. It's probably about an hour and a half in, and again, I don't need to stick my nose anywhere near it really. You get a lot more kind of vanilla-y, chocolatey feel. The iris is now much stronger than lavender. That kind of still there, giving it a freshness, but that did kind of ebb away a little bit. And again, what I love about this is especially in the air, there's still that bit of pear, and obviously I've been quite addicted to pear lately. But it's just lovely, and the chocolatey iris isn't too much. I'm not comparing them, and I don't want to compare them because it's a fool's game. But what I do remember about the original DHI is it's quite heavy. This is kind of, airy is not the right word. Fresher, that's probably the right word. It's a much fresher version. The chocolatey iris is just lovely. and honestly I can still smell wafts in my face. It's probably nearer 2 hours now, and then I kind of, obviously you get distracted, don't you? And there's just such a lovely bubble around me. Very nice fragrance. We'll come back to it later on. But also, what I do get as well, but I never really know what this is, and I've looked it up. So if you want to comment about it, what it actually is, even though I've googled it and I still don't know what it really physically is the ambrette. Now I know that's what gives this kind of musky pink red smell to me. That's what it smells of to me. I don't really get what it is, like I say, and it's a little bit, I suppose it's kind of like a red floral, pink floral, and I know it's not a colour. I'm pretty sure it's not a plant. It looks like these little seed things. But yeah, if anyone wants to tell me what that is. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'll be back shortly. Evening, folks. Well, we're about 6, 7 hours in. It's quite late. I am quite knackered. But, do you know what? There's still a little cloud there. Well, quite a cloud there, to be fair. I'm not getting that close, maybe a foot, half a foot. It's still going quite strong and lovely. Now, it's not a horrible, beastly, with your face kind of beastly, but it's still projecting quite well and quite nicely. Now, it has changed a little. I wouldn't say it's changed hugely or massively, but what you get more now is that kind of lovely, nice chocolatiness, a bit more of the muskiness. It's such a warm, cosy, rich fragrance. But again, like I say, this has that element of freshness about it. So it's never too heavy. Now, one note I've always been curious about, which I can smell, but I can't really smell, but I think I smell it because it's in there, is the little mystery vetiver. There perhaps is that tiny bit of an element. And again, this is not boozy at all, but the way that the chocolate and them kind of more fresher notes go, and the iris does give it to me the tiniest bit of a boozy hint. I don't know why, but it does. But anyway, all in all, my kind of final thoughts on this. I mean, I might drop another one in the morning, sort of attach it on the end, is if it's still going, because I suspect this will still, it might not be projected, but I suspect this will still be going in another 7 or 8 hours or so, but I will let you know anyway. But yeah, great fragrance, great price. Again, I'm not comparing it to the original because I don't know the fragrance well enough. It's been quite a while. I know the other two better, but it's not exactly the same, and it never sets out to be exactly the same. It's an inspired, there's different elements amped up or toned down. And I know we're not going to get into the whole kind of inspired or clone version of things, but I think this is absolutely excellent. And again, the price of it is crazy for what you get. Well blended, good. This one projects really well. The fragrance itself is absolutely beautiful. This is possibly, maybe pushing up, it's in my top 3 anyway from Rosa Salas. I think this is an excellent fragrance. So I will be back in the morning, folks. Okay, just that quick morning update. And yes, it's still there. It's still really, to be fair, maybe about this far. It's still projected a little bit off the skin. There's still a nice bubble. It's basically a nice sweet kind of lipsticky thing now, and a little bit woodsy, and we're talking lots of hours. It's more than 12 hours anyway. So yes, this does last. Brilliant fragrance. That was my quick update. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye bye. And of course we couldn't end this little review without the words of one of the fine poets and lyricists out there, in the style of Mr. Shatner again, of course. The song that I believe goes quite well with this fragrance is of course the wonderful Shaggy and Mr. Bombastic. So, she called me Mr. Bombastic, say me fantastic, touch me on the back. She says I'm romantic, say me fantastic, and Mr. Lover Lover. Smooth just like the silk, soft and cuddly, hug me up just like a quilt. And let's throw in a little bit more Mr. Lover Lover. The great words of the great poet Shaggy, in the style, of course, again, of the wonderful William Shatner. Thank you, Rosa Salas. Thank you, Alpha. Gorgeous fragrance. Good night. Enjoy, folks.